Night, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A taste of Port Lucaya, another initiative to boost the local economy, is winding down. Tonight, all partners are expected to assemble in Port Lucaya for the grand finale. Italia Hall reports.
A Taste of Port Lucaya was introduced in July to bring economic relief to Port Lucaya, a once popular shopping mecca. From August 3rd, Grand Bahamians and tourists alike were able to get a taste of Bahamian food, entertainment, culture, and fun in Count Basie Square in the Port Lucaya Marketplace on 7 different occasions. Organizer Raquel Hart says overall, she's pleased with the results.
There has been some improvements in the I wouldn't say so much the profit margins, but rather in terms of business, driving business here in the area.
She also notes that tourists and residents came out and gave their support.
In some instances, there were nights, actually, I felt that there were more tourists than there were locals, which is very good, particularly when the Grand Bahamas shipyard had the 2 large boats in, so all of their workers, they came out and they supported, and so it was a good turnout from both locals. Of course, during certain periods, and I guess Sanique will be able to speak to that more, it's a slower period, as you know, with tourists coming in onto the islands. And so during the month of September, late September, October, we kind of we slowed down on it. As a matter of fact, I think we only had 1 or 2 events during that time.
The Ministry of Tourism was one of the partners involved. Manager of Groups and Events in Comer.
We have promoted things such as bush teas. We've also promoted the authentically Bahamian crafts, and our feedback for most of the time, even though busing visitors in, is that even though they're not shopping at that time, they are coming back the following day.
But Hart says there's still one more night for persons to get in on the fun. The final Taste of Port Lucaya will be held this Friday evening, and she is encouraging the public to come out.
Ira Store and the Spank Band. We have 2 Junkanoo rush outs with the Platinum Nights, also the Swingers Junkanoo group. We have sampling of the conch demonstration. We have coconut demonstration. Everything authentically Bahamian will be here.
Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.
Grand Bahama is in for a treat this weekend as the 5th annual Culinary Fusion takes place at the Grand Lucaya Resort. A very special guest is on island to take part in a competition thanks to the Grand Bahama Port Authority. Kimberly Mullings gives us a taste.
This year's Culinary Fusion Expo will feature a special competition sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, a title sponsor and key partner for the event. Celebrity chef Ed Harris of Atlanta, 4th season winner of Food Network's Chopped series, and international Iron Chef will compete alongside local Bahamian chefs during the expo.
I'm just looking forward to all the local food and ingredients that I'm going to be seeing, and just the people in general, just to be able to meet everyone and greet and just have a really great culinary experience.
The thrill of competition is something that Harris and his team enjoys, and he outlines what we can expect.
I'm originally from St. Lucia, so you know, lots of coconut. So we're going to try and use some coconut water, coconut milk, depending on what's in the pantry. So we don't know yet. It's all new. It's all a secret. So we just kind of have to plan accordingly.
Harris says he's looking forward to enjoying the company of Bahamian chefs and cuisine.
One of the cool things about being a chef is just the camaraderie that chefs share with each other. And it's really nice to be able to just exchange ideas, just exchange whatever it is that you know personally, to be able to offer it to someone else and just get information from them and vice versa. It's really cool.
Local chef Jasmine Roxbury says she's nervous but works best under pressure. She considers it an honor to be selected to compete against Chef Harris.
This is something that I've never done before, but I am really excited to see what ingredients they're going to provide for us this year. Chef Ed Harris has a reputation behind him and it follows him well, so I'm just hoping that my skills and my ingenuity will do well for me in this competition.
Kirkland Russell, head chef at the Grand Lucaya, has been cooking professionally for over 30 years now and considers the Culinary Fusion Expo to be spectacular and necessary for the island.
It's just going to be spectacular, and it's good for the island, it's good for the industry, and we should embrace it.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Youth groups and local bands will take to the streets this Sunday to participate in the Remembrance Day March. They will assemble at Christ the King parking lot at 2 p.m. to parade to Mary Star of the Sea Church, where the traditional Remembrance Day service will be held. Barry Morris is co-coordinator of the local bands.
The bands that will be performing will be the Legends Marching Band, the Pioneers Marching Band, the Bahama Brass Youth Band, which is an arm of the Church of God of Prophecies, Bahama Brass Band, and of course, the legendary Bahama Brass Band. I dare to say the best band in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, without fear of contradiction. And so we are excited to be a part of it, and we look forward to a robust, exciting time. We certainly believe in honoring people who have served our interests, our country, looking out for us even before some of us got here.
The Scouts will lead the local groups. Scouts Commissioner Reggie Dean is looking forward for a good turnout.
The Scout Association and the other uniform branches, we are asking and appealing to all of you to come out on Sunday. It's important, very important, for the country itself. But we want to put the boys and girls on the street for people to see them. Hanging the uniforms up in the closet is catching dust and dirt. Put them on the children and let's get them on the street.
Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Hubert Minnis recently announced a pay raise for parliamentarians during the next fiscal budget year. Should parliamentarians be giving an increase in salaries? That's the subject of our trending report tonight with our Kimberly Mullings.
Over the past week, we received a number of answers to our trending topic, and we selected a few of them to share with you. Darrell Riley says everyone needs a raise. Barbara Wilson, considering it's been 3 decades since there's been any increases, and considering they are underpaid compared to every other country in the region, and considering the mammoth tasks that have been placed upon them, including the mandate to do it without corruption and with accountability, I think they deserve more. Reese Gibson, if they made more money, maybe they would be less inclined to steal or accept bribes. #naive thinking. Darren Rollins, an MP is someone that offers him or herself for public service. The ministers are the ones with the full-time jobs. The public servants, the people that draft the legislation, are the ones with the full-time jobs. I see no one running out saying those with master's degrees or doctorates in the public service should get a raise. Pamela Bethel, the fact that some may be millionaires has nothing to do with their current job. Their money comes from working for it in previous jobs and saving. Put the shoe on our foot. Would you want to work for peanuts? Fernica Delaveau, how is it that the nurses are leaving the country in droves? They are told the government doesn't have the money to improve their pay scales at this time. LaWanda Williams, how about senior citizens getting an increase in their monthly pensions from NIB? Or how about social services increasing pensioners' monthly food stamps allowance? Laurie Russell says, all of the elected members have careers or businesses to rely on. I'm sorry, but they need to wait until the country is stabilized, just how we have to wait. Myrtle Cartwright, yes, it's time. Tia Jewell, no, our politicians are underpaid according to the region, so are our police officers, prison officers, immigration officers, our nurses, doctors, teachers, etc. They deserve raises first. They said the cupboards are bare. Jennifer Johnson, no to the no, no, no. On what merit will these increases be given considering 6 months in office and almost 2 months vacation? Where's the justification? Mona Lita Knowles, I need a raise too. Charlene Adderley, if anything, they should be willing to take pay cuts since so many government workers are under the threats of being terminated. I'm Kimberly Mullings. Thanks for joining us to discuss what's trending. See you next Friday.
Now be sure to like us on Facebook at ZNS Bahamas Northern Service and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ZNS North 242 to join in on the discussion. And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
Welcome KMB from Freeport asked, will taking birth control pills for a long time affect me having a baby? Hi, and thanks for your interesting question. Many women have the misconception that when they go off the pill, that is somehow it washes out of their system before they get pregnant. This is not necessarily true. In fact, there have been lots of babies who were conceived when their mothers were on the pill. And numerous studies have shown that there's absolutely no increased risk of birth defects for those babies. Whether your fertility goes back to what it was before you were on birth control depends on several factors that have nothing to do with being on the pill itself. For example, you may be a lot older now than when you started the birth control pills. And as you may know, a woman's fertility starts to decline in her early 30s, with the decline speeding up after age 35. There are also numerous health and lifestyle issues that affect fertility. The good news is, with some exceptions, after you stop using birth control pills, your fertility should, for the most part, go back to what it's destined to be. If you have similar questions on women's health issues, please email askthedrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. A Check One Sports is up next with Ricardo Lightborn.